with the white trunks with the black trim. Is it me and you up on commentary right now, Solly?
Yes, I think so.
Awesome.
I'm here.
Okay, we got everybody back.
And we all here.
Yeah, sorry, I was using the bathroom.
All right, we got the whole commentary crew for your listening and viewing pleasure. It's going to be very interesting. Mist has been on a bit of a streak trying to get experience with as many people as he can. Whoa, damn. Speaking of,
Who's just happened knockdown?
Mist is already putting points. So Mist has the white trunks and the black trim, and Oliviera Dubronx has the yellow trunks with the white trim.
Okay.
White.
V5 right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's V5 all day.
100%.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Clean, straight right, left hook. Oh,
Yeah. This is, I would say, is a very overall good boxer. I've fought him before.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm very interested to see his style going into this and how he matches up against him.
Oh,
Yeah. Already hurt.
See, the thing about Mist, a lot of people, they discount him. If you ever hear Mist on comms, all you hear is and I'm like, okay, even if the game isn't rewarding him, he's got the right energy about it. And
Yeah.
Mist has volume.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, he's got volume and precision, right? He's got fast hands. He's pretty accurate. And despite, there we go. There we go. I told you, he's got fast hands, and he's pretty accurate.
I love it. That was so
Dude, he landed that cross the moment Oliveira was thinking about throwing his other jab out. It was right on the chin.
Yeah.
He just pulled it to poor.
Yeah.
Straight right down the pipe, not in a mode.
You know what I'm saying? And
If only you could punch on the canvas.
right. But it's the timing as well, guys. Like, watch the timing 100%. And the distance. Like, that's the thing we don't really get a chance to observe a lot, which is somebody who can show you clearly that they have your timing in that way. And Oliveira's got to be careful. Oh, man. Like a scrappy exchange there.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with the straight rights. If you walk into a straight right, you're going down.
Yeah.
You really gotta keep that. If you're going in and you know that shoot, that's what you're gonna do. Go into a hook the body. Make sure your guard is up. Because if that straight right, you're walking on to a powerful straight right, and it's going to left down. And that is exactly what he did. Put him down and get out of the straight right. Look right. Yeah, Mist is this. He is making Oliveira look like a silly man on that.
Oliveira has been landing. Yeah, but I say good eye. He has been landing a few good shots of his own. So we can't count him out just yet.
Yeah, Oliveira is definitely adjusting his game right now. He's really trying.
Mm-hmm.
But he needs to keep those hands up. He needs to stop doing something like that against a fast fighter like Mist.
Yep. Mist covers the distance. He crosses that void in an instant. And to remind everybody, if both hands are extended in any direction, you will turn instantly into dust on the canvas.
Yeah.
You will explode into Cheeto.
Let me say something.
Absolutely.
You know who Oliveira looks like? He looks like Moneymaker from Thrill the Fight 1.
Oh my God, he does.
He sort of looks like Moneymaker with a mustache.
Yo,
That's brilliant.
That's a great call out.
I mean, I see what he was trying to go for. He was trying to go for the for the actual Oliveira when
it's Moneymaker
here.
What's he doing here?
It looks like Moneymaker.
That's a good question.
Somebody needs to put on Outlast difficulty.
When you was playing on Thrill the Fight 1, who did you find like the most annoying and hardest AI with?
Moneymaker. Actually, no.
Nah, it wasn't
the Duke.
Okay.
Yeah, the Duke.
Duke high shot.
Duke had crazy power. Also, what's his face? The
giant
spider. Yeah, that
no.
dude. Long arm. He was easy to beat if you were aggressive and just like pressured him the whole time. But he could hit you from like so far away.
Yeah.
So, like if you ever played passive, you just get tagged.
Yeah.
I got a clip of when I was fighting him, and I threw an uppercut, try and land on his chin. I broke my light bulb.
No way.
Yeah,
it's too tall.
You can hear in the background. I just smashed my light bulb, and the glasses goes. He goes, "Oh fuck! I broke my light bulb." I pulled a clip on somewhere. I posted it. Yeah, it's funny as fuck.
Just ask the spider to change it for you.
Yeah, he owes me a light bulb.
Yeah, for real. He's up there. He might as well do some work.
Oh no! Do I not have it? Okay, here it is.
Oliviera's doing really good so far, actually. Like, he's doing really good in adjusting. He's moving his head a lot more. He's keeping his hands in front of him.
Yeah,
He did
some
a
really
good
good
adjustment. Right, and he hasn't taken another knockdown, which is really, I think he learned his lesson about walking into those missed power shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you guys get the time, I just put that clip in posted vids.
Okay.
It's so funny. Dude.
Dang, Oliveira trying to go for the dap. The disrespect from Miss, though. Miss not having it. Miss, I will say, Miss gets locked in. He gets locked in. He's got no time for pleasantries.
Yeah, that is why you do not put your hands up.
Yeah. Oliviera needs to.
He needs to start playing around, bro. You don't want to play with Miss. That man.
Yeah.
I thought. And he knows already from this fight, one trap there, maybe. Missed hurt, though. Good clinch at time. Oliveira's not going to have enough time to capture there, though.
One little thing, you notice how Oliveira's moving forward like that? He just starts throwing punches. That's the thing that got him knocked out, those 2 other times. So it is definitely a habit right now. He really needs to be careful of the way he's walking forward throwing hooks, because last time he did that, he got caught with the cross.
That is one of the bigger downsides to joystick fighting. Is you have to always have to walk into the shot.
Yeah.
So for joystick fighters, that is the biggest thing you need is a good guard, because you will always be walking into a punch unless you are on the back foot, obviously trying to defend. But if you go on the attack, it's always going to be looking at shots.
That's 100% true.
All right, Oliveira with a little bit of head movement. I like it.
That was a very interesting exchange. Very quick.
Oh,
no.
Mist is leaving him in the dust. Absolutely battering.
No, I gotta give props to Oliveira though. He's actually really timing his head movement properly, especially against somebody like Mist, where they have really good speed. A lot of his punches are going right over his head.
Yeah, especially that last exchange we had reacted to, where he's down low, moved to left and right. He was really weaving it in there. He's getting, if this was a 6-round format, for example, I feel like he's slowly learning Mist to a way that he could take those later rounds.
100%.
But yeah, here's a thing for Oliveira now in this last round. If he really needs to capitalize on distance now, keep Mist at bay. Keep him as far as you can. Lando's flush. That was for you, Rodney. He needs to land it.
Counter shots will definitely really help him, 100%. But, like staying back, especially against somebody who's already ahead on the scorecard, I've tried that before. Sometimes they'll literally not move. It's so annoying. But, it is a tactic.
Yeah, Oliveira needs to let Mist come to him. Let Mist come to you. Let him walk into the shots and time your shots nicely now. Because otherwise it's going to be a runaway for Mist. 2 knockdowns. Was it 2 knockdowns in the last one? I'm pretty sure it was. To Mist.
Yeah, it was.
It's 3 knockdowns so far. Yeah.
Yeah, Mist. He needs that. Oliveira needs to let Mist come to him. Keep that guard up. I hate it when people do that. Only should be coning if you just did. You're doing good things.
Oh, you walked right.
You're already done. And Mist time is shot. He should. Oliveira needs to capitalize though.
Oh, but that's good. That's good. He's being patient. Did you notice how he threw those combinations? He immediately backed off. Very, very good. He's really learning this.
And it's always right. I was gonna say it's always fun to see like someone evolve in a fight, right? Like even if they don't might have the chance to win it, you can see that like, all right, they improved, and if this was gonna go 12 rounds, or if they had another chance to fight them all over, right? Like you could tell they're so much better.
Yeah. That's really hard in a fighter. That quality right there, not a lot of people have that.
That's the more frustrating side of boxing is you know now what the opponent's going to do, but you just don't have the time left to do it.
Yeah, amateur boxing is like that because, it's a shootout at the end of the day. You need to just throw. You need to just get out there, use your athleticism, and just start throwing stuff. That's the stinky part about amateur boxing. But, you have headgear on, you have all these other things like big gloves, so you're not going to get knocked out. Unless you're going against somebody really crazy or, unless they kind of get lucky. But yeah, that's the thing.
The big payoff! The big payoff! That man earned that.
Oh my.
He earned that.
Beautiful.
Holy shit.
That was dirty. Absolutely dirty.
Okay. Mist needs to breathe right now. He needs to take a deep breath. He needs to remember he's in a lead. And he needs to like play his cards right now. If he wants to run away the whole round, that's an option.
Missed. Remember who you are.
Yeah. Like one knockdown, you're still ahead. You got this.
There is something to be said though, as you're fighting someone and they're adjusting, you can feel the chase and the jaws slowly closing in.
Yeah.
Right. When they get that big payoff like that, it's hard to reset, right? Because now you're on tilt. Now they feel like they've got the momentum.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
This is making me regret not signing up for Sunday. I wanted to say no.
And I like some good VR boxing action.
You know what it is for me being in the EU? Only, and I don't mean any disrespect to the other EU fighters, but the only challenges I've really had is Jack and V, and
yeah.
And I'm seeing all these NA fighters. I'm like, I'd love to fight these guys with good ping, but I can't. I'd love for more EU man to be in because it'd be so much easier to just like prove a lot more what I could do.
I hear you, man.
Yeah, same. Trust me, I hear it because I really wanted to see more like EU talent rise. I'm just surprised that we found the few of you guys that we did.
Yeah, I mean, I got something Jack, man. I was in another server. I forgot what it was. I was such a pain trying to get into a fight. Jack DM'd me. He was like,
yeah,
they're doing EU fights tonight. I was like,
yeah.
He said, do I was like, do I have to like sign up or anything? He said, yeah, well, you go just put your name. I was like, nice. So I joined.
Well, quick question: is there more NA fighters than there is European fighters?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
10x.
Well, let's go. Come to my house, dude. I have a big ass basement. You're gonna sleep on the floor. It's all good.
Well, we'll get you on like the same way you get like a fighting camp. So we'll send you across the place.
Let's make it happen.
Have you ever seen those like sumo wrestler houses?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. We need to get a VR house for sure. Look, I would if I had the money, I would love to fund it. All right, let's wrap up this fight though. It was 24-28 in favor of Mist, but Oliviera did put up an amazing fight. So looking at Oliviera, right? 10-6, then it was 10-8, and then 8-10. Highlighting what we were talking about. He started off rough. He made good adjustments, made up for it in the second round, and even took the third round and if we kept this trend going 6 rounds in, it would have been a whole different story. But looking at those knockdowns, it's hard to deny. 3-1 for Mist. Mist doing that early work and coming out with about 1,000 more damage overall, right? I mean, he could have completely botched that first round and still would have probably still been on top with damage. So a testament to Mist's hands right there, 28-69 to 18-06 in favor of your winner for tonight, Mist. Let me go ahead and lock in with the homies real quick. I'm going to talk to them first. This time I won't forget and start bumping at the gums. So Mist, Dubronx, where y'all at? Oh, we see Mist up here. I don't see Dubronx up here.
Let's double check and get everyone there.
And then while you're checking there, Solly, give me
and Charles is here as well. All right.
Give me a sit rep real quick. How many fights do we have left?
All right. So I need to double check to make sure everyone's here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, possibly 8 more fights tonight.
Okay, 8 more fights to go. So looking at that, we could be here until about the midnight hours. But let's lock in with the homies. First off, I want to talk to Mist.
But yeah, I'm here.
Mist, another dub for you, man. Making the rounds, showing everyone what you can do. You came across with the dub, but your opponent was adjusting to you, man. I want to get your POV because they're really the big point of conversation is like you came in with the earlier hand speed, right? It was pretty. Most people I know would have folded under that and would have, kind of called it quits. But Oliviera here was trying to match your hand speed with head movement. Was there any point in that fight that you felt like, he was adapting maybe too fast?
I didn't really get that feeling any time during the fight.
I see.
Interesting.
Now
Was it the pace?
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, that good question.
Was it the pace, or was it just that was it the pace necessarily that like didn't allow you to see that aspect of the fight? You know, the fact that he was adapting, because on our end, you know, we were seeing him, you know, dodge a lot of your punches and adapt to your style overall. Was it the pace that just didn't allow you to see that, or was it just that, you know, you were winning, so you were a little bit ignorant to the fact that he was adapting?
I'm pretty sure it was like 50-50 with the both.
Okay, that makes sense.
Makes sense. Mist, where do you go from here, man? You of course working your way up ranked.
I'm just trying to prove that I'm gonna be the best in this server, for sure. Right?
Yep.
And and I would like to shout out Resi for being in my corner during the fight. I called him, and then I just fought while on call. And I wanna call out the Pooper or Jay the Joe, because I don't know, he's kind of irrelevant. And he's just being like annoying as hell.
So
like,
are we so the Pooper versus Mist, right? Next week, right? We gonna make this happen? Jay the Joe, Pooper? You get called out, brother. You gotta respond.
If I may say something,
what's up?
Could you imagine this is like a real expedition, like in real life? like you know, you have like those really famous guys like saying the Pooper or something like on the stage.
Oh,
I thought that was funny.
I would love to, like, once I get the stream fully set up for that. I'll be calling everybody's ring names out in that fashion. All right, well let's jump in with Charles Dubronx Oliviera. Yo. All right. So on the other end of this, right, we saw a great story. Even though you did not come up with the W, you definitely were the most improved boxer of the night. Starting the beginning of that off with a staggering 10-6. You brought it back up to 10-8, and then you managed to reverse the 10-8 in your favor in the third round. To us, it looked like you were kind of getting the hang of the speed and the combinations, really locking in with the head movement. But let's hear from your side of the POV, man. How did that match go for you?
Honestly, you know, about that adjusting, you know, I've been practicing on that for a little minute. I've also I haven't practiced it with him with Stevie VR, but I have tested it on him, and I saw that it played out fairly well. And so I started to learn more and observe more of the fighting style of my opponent. And then that's how I just like picked up on where his next punch is going to be, or what side he's going to be open on, and just mostly like observing.
Cool question.
Yeah.
How does one practice that necessarily, you know, adjusting, you know, because everybody is so different when it comes to styles. So how would you practice that? Is it drills, or is it just trying to like adapt to whatever someone's trying to show you?
Yeah. So like just adapt, and then just kind of look at their punches as well. You know, I kind of like focus on those two at the same time. And like,
okay.
Yeah. And I try to like stay out the way.
Interesting.
That's brilliant.
Very interesting. Yeah, adaptation is hard to train. Very hard to train. Like, it takes a lot of self-awareness to even work on that. There's a lot of head knowledge. So good tips for folks. So if you guys are trying to work on those reactions, gotta stay loose, keep them mind malleable.
Yeah. If I may add one little tip that I like to apply to me is don't focus on winning. That's like the best thing, because like that takes up traffic in your mind, right?
Yeah.
Traffic that could be used, or bandwidth that could be used in the fight, right? If you're always focusing on winning, you're probably not winning. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Nah, I feel you. That's the same thing we were talking about earlier with a lot of people who focus too solely on just trying to get that knockdown or just coming back instead of just resetting and playing the game. You know, in fighting games, we always say you got to have a short memory for the bad situations, right? Don't beat yourself up. Don't lock in on a mistake too much. It helps a ton.